Good morning, two-time Mercury nominee Kate Tempest.
Good morning, Andrew from NME.
How does two-time Mercury nominee sound as an introduction?
Sounds nice, yeah, it's good.
How does it feel second time around?
It feels great, you know. I feel like less panicky and overwhelmed than I felt last time it happened. This time, I suppose the album came out at the end of last year, and we've been touring it since kind of November last year. And it's become this performance, you know, it's a live thing now. We share it in rooms with people, you know, on stages. And to go back to the idea of the album as a record, it feels really exciting. When I got the news about the nomination, I listened to the record for the first time since we mixed it, probably. And it's so, you know, it's such a different thing when you're performing it, when you're kind of inside it in that way. It's a very different experience doing it live to then remembering that it also exists as an album. So it's really cool. It feels really nice to just go back to that moment of it, you know?
And a lot said about how each Mercury record represents something about British music in the last 12 months. What do you think your album says about music or says about life in Britain in 2017?
Well, I hope it says as much as it can about people. You know, it's an album about 7 characters, and it goes quite intimately into their worlds. And I'm interested in kind of breaking away the defences that we put up and allowing the vulnerabilities of the characters to be exposed. And I think that when you're singing songs like that and you're writing poems like that, hopefully it connects with the vulnerabilities in other people, and hopefully what happens is it kind of opens something in the listener and connects them to the characters and to us who made it. And I don't know what it says about Britain. That's the kind of thing journalists say. I don't know if it's for the musicians to talk about what it says. We just write it, you know.
So, like, the further we tumble into this dystopian nightmare, do you think the more it'll drag people down with it and inspire more music?
Drag people down with it and inspire more music. Well, I think that as creators of music, literature, you know, it's our role to examine even the most confusing moments and try and make sense of how it feels to be alive in this particular moment. I think enough has been said about the dystopian nightmare, but in my experience of touring this album, what's happened is extremely positive, actually. And what seems to be happening when we talk about some of these things, like, you know, like In Europe Is Lost or Tunnel Vision, or We Die, or any of those songs, actually, there is this kind of, this like flood of positivity that's been happening. And that feels an amazing thing to be contributing right now. Do you know what I mean? Like, to be able to stand in a room full of people and leave them with these words about love. And it's nothing new, do you know what I mean? It's been said since the dawn of time. Like, it feels kind of poignant right now when I think there's so much panic, to be coming together in big rooms full of people and feeling it all and letting it out a little bit, you know.
Painting your own silver lining.
Something like that, yeah. Are you a poet?
And what do you make of your fellow nominees?
I think they're great. I love Big Moon. I think they're wicked. Saw them at Glastonbury a couple of years ago and they blew my mind. Loyal Kana is little brother to me, so I feel extremely proud of him, and he's got a special place in my heart. I hope he wins, actually. Sampha as well. I think he's incredible and a massive supporter of his work and what he's doing. So.